I'm in love with the grind. I'm in love with the culture. Do this for the fam. Do this for Kenosha.
You know I got you, Kenosha.
If you got the vision, then come a little closer. Let's get it together. Life aligned with the soldiers. I'm in love with the grind. I'm in love with the culture. Do this for the fam. Do this for Kenosha. Yeah, if you got the vision, then come a little closer.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get it together. Life aligned with the soldiers. You know I gotta talk to him. Yeah, let's put it together.
All right. Just like that, we're back at another episode of Line for Line. I have a very extremely special guest in the building today. This is like one of the closest guests I've ever had on my show right now. I got the big bro in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the world, sir.
Hey, what's up? My name is Troy Booker. I'm Devon's big brother.
Yes, sir.
I'm honored to be here with my brother doing this interview today. What's up?
He's my big brother, but he's my little brother. You see, he's my little brother. You know what I'm saying?
He got me on sides. But I'm still the big brother.
Oh, my God. So just go ahead and tell me a little bit about you, young man.
Well, you know, I've been around the community of Kenosha for a long time. Coached different sports. I coached basketball, baseball, football. I've done it all. Been with the Boys and Girls Club since I was 18. I'm 51 now, still there. I have so much respect for them, and I love working with kids. That's why I'm still doing what I'm doing. So that's my passion.
So I think a lot of people, the older generation may know, but just tell them a little bit about how good of a track star you were back in the day, man.
There you go.
I think everybody want to know about that. That's what's...
Yeah, back in the days, I was one of the fastest guys in the city of Kenosha. Held the record for a 100-yard dash at Lincoln for years. I don't know if it's been broken. I'm pretty sure it has been. But yeah, I was one of the best. Ran with Benji Hines, God rest his soul, and a few others. We was really good back in the day. You know, I loved track, but then I picked up basketball.
Yeah.
I got really good at basketball. You know, can't say I was as good as my cousins, but I was a really good basketball player. But yeah, you know, I love that.
With you being 51 years of age, there's been multiple people who've come up under you and people that you had the chance to play sports. Who would you say was like the best athlete that you either coached or were a part of the team with or just knew?
Oh, man. There's so many that I coached and so many I played with, like Brandon Morris. Brandon Morris was one of the better players here in Kenosha. David Tofree. You know, I mean, if you go further back, you had guys like Al Still I played for on the Tar Heels with me and my cousin Donnie Vaughn, all of them. We all played on that same team. And Walt Glass. Walt Glass was one of the best players in Kenosha. You know, he was one of the greats. So I grew up around all those cats, man. That's pretty much it.
At what point was it when you knew that you were going to be a coach?
I learned from my dad. I learned from my dad. Two people I have to credit for me being one of the good coaches in the city of Kenosha. I had to credit my dad, Robert Starkey, and I have to credit Ephraim Coakley. Because my first time ever coaching basketball, I didn't know what the heck I was doing.
Oh, really?
Ephraim asked me, he was like, Troy, he's like, man, I need some help coaching basketball. Come on, little bro, I didn't know nothing about no basketball, you know. So I was like, yeah, okay, you know. So then, you know, something happened with his family, and so he kind of just threw the team on me. So I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm doing. But hey, I picked it all up. I learned from Dad, our dad. You know, I learned from him. He taught me the basics of the game and stuff. I just perfected it better.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I remember growing up just seeing, because obviously you know our mom was a pack rat, kept everything. I don't care what it was. I think I might have even seen one of your braids from when you were a kid back in the room. But I remember seeing like all of your like CYC plaques and trophies, just everything around the house and pictures of you with your teams over the years and everything like that.
Right.
What would you say was your most memorable moment when it came to coaching?
My most memorable moment, I can honestly say when I won my first championship.
Oh, wow.
My first year coaching at the CYC, which is now the Boys and Girls Club. That's what I came up through. All of us did the CYC, Christian Youth Council. You know, my first year ever, I've coached the 5th and 6th grade boys. My first year, I did it. My first year coaching, I won a championship right out the gate.
First year?
First year.
What?
Yeah, first year.
So just take us a little bit about
Hornets.
that experience.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun for the boys because what happened was a lot of my guys, at the time, we had small fry. A lot of them was taken out, you know, from the small fry. So we had to work with what we had. So we had like 5 kids to get to the championship game. But we managed to get there with 5 kids. But then, like the following week when we got there, we had all our kids back. But, man, it was so much fun, man, to see the smiles on them kids' faces, man. They worked hard to get there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What would you say is the most memorable lesson that you like to instill in your kids that takes them further than life outside of basketball?
The lesson that I can say is hard work, determination, and just doing right. School is more important to me. I like to see them flourish in school. School is really important to me.
Yes, sir.
So much like that, something like that.
My guy. What type of nicknames do they give you out there on the court? You know, these coaches always have these crazy names from like just how they act on the court and all that.
Man, you know what? When I was working at the Boys and Girls Club, my nickname from the kids, they used to call me Big Tigger. That was my name.
Really?
Big Tigger was my name, and it stuck with me for years. So
what?
That's what the kids used to call me at the Boys and Girls Club.
No way.
Yeah, so I still got that nickname. I like it. So
So you actually are old enough to remember the old Boys and Girls Club before it was on 52nd.
Yeah, the Monte Grano Center over there on 37th Street, right over there. Yeah,
I don't think a lot of people will remember that because, like, obviously, me being 28 now, a lot of people say, "Wait, it used to be over there now too." I was like, "Yeah, it definitely used to be over there."
It was a church. It was a church at first, and then it became the Boys and Girls Club. And then they ended up tearing it down because they got the facilities where they at now. Because at first, like I said, the Boys and Girls Club was the CYC. The CYC, they got rid of that, and then they built that multi-million-dollar sportsplex over there.
Yes, sir. Now, are you old enough to remember the KYF?
Yes, I do. Downtown.
Yes, sir. Now, what do you remember about the KYF the most?
The KYF, you too young to remember that. I'm old, bro. I'm old. I got some years on you. The KYF, they had little annexes all throughout the city, little buildings where you could go and play and chill in the summertime. They had like their little camps and stuff like that. They had them at the schools and stuff like that. But the KYF, the big building, was downtown at the time. I think it's an apartment building now, but it's a really cool place downtown. But now they out here, over there, down in that area out there. So.
Yes, sir. What would you say was like the most memorable part of basketball back in that day, as opposed to it being now?
My most memorable thing, I'm gonna tell you, man. Me and some of my friends getting up early in the morning. We play all day till nighttime, till it's dark outside. Go home, eat a little something, right back out there. We play ball all night long. Till the sun up, till sundown, we play basketball. Man, Bakers, Washington Park. Yeah, that's it. But you had to have skills to go to Lincoln Park. I played at Lincoln Park a couple of times. If you ain't got skills back in the days to play at Lincoln Park, don't even walk on that court.
Stop playing.
Don't even walk on that court, because I'm telling you, if you don't get it, you come in there, you better bring some heat.
What?
Yeah, Lincoln Park was the spot.
I didn't even think you were old enough to remember Lincoln Park.
Yeah, Lincoln Park was the spot. I played over there a couple of times, man. Them dudes be balling over there. Yeah.
They produced a lot of great people to come over to Lincoln Park. I just remember just all of the historic stories about the Lincoln Park, whether it was from you, Trindle, Bremelis, like just so many people who came up above me and are just embedded in the culture when it comes to Kenosha.
Yeah. But see, you got to remember something about me, though, little bro. Man, I didn't start playing basketball until I got in the 7th grade.
Oh, really?
I wasn't a basketball player. I was a track star. I was into football and all that stuff. But Dad used to make me go downstairs in the basement, and he used to make me dribble the basketball. So I found my love for the game. Like, man, this is a fun game. And then every other sport that I did kind of just went out the window. Basketball took over. So.
Yes, sir. And you used to coach, was it T-ball or baseball as well, too, back in the days with them, too?
Baseball, softball. I coached T-ball, baseball, softball, Bambino ball. I coached that, and that's about it.
Because I actually remember when I was a little kid, I would go with you guys over there when you guys would coach over at Wilson, and I would just play like in a little sand lot and stuff like that and watch you guys as well, too.
Yeah.
A lot of people are too young to remember those days as well, too, when they had the sports out there at the elementary schools and everything like that, too.
You know what, people out here, I'm going to tell y'all something. I love my little brother dearly, but this man was a pain in the butt.
Come on,
I'm being honest. I love this boy, but he was a pain in the butt. But I'm proud of him.
Yeah. The struggle before the glory, my guy, for real. So you're into NBA hoops as well, too, right?
But you know what? I don't really watch too much basketball no more like I used to, because the art of basketball is lost to me.
Oh no,
it's lost. It ain't like how it used to be back in the days when like Trindle and me and Donnie and JT and all them was growing up, man. I mean, cats was warriors on the basketball courts now, man. These cats nowadays, and I don't mean no disrespect, These cats nowadays, they get a little scratch on their finger, they out for 6 months. I mean, come on, man. That's ridiculous, bro. I mean, it just took the art of the game away, and then don't nobody drive to the hole no more. Attack the basket. Come on, man. Nobody drives out. Everybody want to pull up for a three-pointer. Yeah. And you got 8'5" guys shooting three-pointers. Yeah. Come on, man. Play the game. Play basketball.
What would you say contributed the most to people getting away from the fundamentals of basketball and just
lazy basketball?
Yeah,
that, to me, it's lazy basketball. Nobody want to work hard no more. Everybody want to get the quick 3-point, go back down the court. Nobody even play defense. If you watch basketball, I think they play more defense in college than they do in the NBA. Mm-hmm. I have all respect in the world for the NBA, but I think the art of the real tough game is gone. I think it's gone.
So what would be that piece of advice that you would give to the young man coming to you as a coach and says, basketball is what I want to pursue?
Listen, learn, and listen. They're my 3 L's right there. Listen, learn, and listen. Yeah. That's all you got to do. You never too old to learn something new. I'm 51 and I'm still learning. Mm-hmm. I'm always willing to listen to somebody got to tell me, hey, just listen. That's all you got to do. Just listen, learn, and listen. That's all you got to do.
As we get ready to close out this phenomenal episode, what would be that part that you want, excuse me, I can't talk for some reason today, but what is it that you would like to be remembered for once it's all said and done and once you hang up your coaching shoes?
I want to be remembered as one of the best coaches to ever teach kids that can play throughout the city of Kenosha, whether it be public schools, whether it be Catholic schools, anywhere they go. You know, I just seen my kids playing, and I'm proud of that. Yes, you know, I'm gonna say this last thing, and it's not a knock on the public schools at all, but I think it's really sad that I'm known throughout this city as one of the good coaches. Mm-hmm. When a Catholic school took a chance on me, didn't know nothing about me, and hired me in to be their 7th grade boys basketball coach. They didn't know nothing about me. They only knew word of mouth from parents that this guy was a good coach. I go there, did the interview, they hired me right on the spot. I had 3 interviews with public schools and never got hired.
Really?
I guess because I'm not a home ec teacher or, math teacher, I don't know. But it's not a knock. But I think, and my respect for St. Joe's and the Boys and Girls Club is at an all-time high, and I respect these places.
Well, you do know the saying, God works in mysterious ways, you know? He'll close one door just to open up the big door for you, you know? So it's like he got you right where he wanted you to be. And with it being a Christian school as well, too, like I said, he got you right where he wanted you to be as well, too. So. But there is one more question I have for you, though. Just tell us a little bit about the joy and just what you get out of the parents when they praise you for saying, man, you did a great job with my kid. We appreciate you. Or even when it's the players saying, we appreciate you and everything that you do for us.
It puts a smile on my face because I didn't taught them something. I told parents, I remember I took over a team that didn't win a game the year before. And I told the parents, I had a meeting with them. I told them just like this. I said, I'm not promising you 1 game. I'm not promising you 2 games. I ain't promising you any wins at all, but I guarantee you this much: when your kid walk out the gym, they're going to know something after they walk out this gym at the end of the season. And the parents all come to me at the end, and they said, thank you for teaching our kids what they know now. You know, and these kids won games the following year when I took over that team.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I don't have to be patted on the back. I don't need nobody to blow my head up. I just believe in myself because of what I know. You know, that's a gift from God. Nobody gave that to me. God gave me that gift. Yes, sir. And I'm passing it on to other folks.
Sir, that being said, young man, we just wrapped up an amazing episode of Line for Line. We appreciate you for stopping by.
Hey, I'll come do it anytime you want me to, little bro, you know.
You calling or you listening, tune in every week. Line for Line. Oh, yeah, I'm going line for line.